Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be making a cherry blossom wreath with my Kuretake paints, and then I've got some Daniel Smith that I probably won't use that at all. I'm probably going to stick with my Kuretakes. And I just love this time of year with cherry blossoms. Let me show you first. I'm using my real cheap, inexpensive B watercolor paper. This is what I kind of toy around with when I'm practicing. So let me make sure I'm still in frame. Yes, I am. And these are another real easy flower wreath to do. All kind of abstract. What you're going to do is pick up the lightest pink that's right here, and I try to keep it fairly light, and we're going to go around. If you look at cherry blossoms, they really are all kind of clumped together. Now I thought I'm not going to do the I'll do the twigs after I drop the flowers in. So we're going to go around and I just kind of block in these 5 petal, go down here. Let's see, the twigs are going to come around here, right here. We'll start with just doing kind of a circle-ish wreath shape. I'm going to probably cut this off here because I'm not going to use the whole, center it on the whole paper. And when you see cherry blossoms, they're all kind of clumped close by each other. And when I've been playing with these Kuretake paints, what's kind of cool is when they dry, they get this beautiful kind of outline around them. It's really neat. Now I'm letting these dry a little bit before I plunk in the second color. I kind of even want to start a little lighter than that. Let me see. There we go. So that will end up when I start putting in the twigs. I was going to put the twigs in afterward, but I love the way take the lighter pink, and then there's this darker pink that I'm just gonna pop in the middle where the stamen would be, and it gives it just a nice, you'll see as it fills in, gives it a little bit of nice contrast there, helps to shape the flower a little bit. And again, it's kind of abstract. We'll just kind of leave it like that. And then on, maybe I should just leave it. Some of them I kind of, if you feel like you want them to move a little bit more, you can tickle the outside of the, there we go, pink. And let's see. What I'm gonna do now is put in a little bit of the twig, and I love this kind of greenish brown color, and the twigs on cherry blossoms are, parts of them are fairly thick. Let's see, we're gonna do a few. I don't really want it to go too much into the pink, and we're gonna add some more blossoms to fill in. I just want to kind of get a roadmap of twigs around here, and a lot of them have these little tiny buds off to the side there. And you really, what do they say? There are no straight lines in nature. So you don't want it to be too straight going around here. Let's see. I want it to be a bit, there we go. And what I like to do too on these is kind of come back through and drop in a little bit of darker color on one side or in the little crevices. Let's see. Kind of put some in here, and then again, little tiny buds that they have coming off of here, because you know, a lot of times when you do a wreath, it's more full. You've got it loaded down with flowers, and let's see, this should go this way, and these are kind of coming this way. I kind of like that. Let's see, how am I gonna, I want to have some, a little bit there, a little bit there. Let's add some more because it's looking kind of oddly shaped at the bottom. So let's go in and do some more light pink. Water that down even a little bit more. And maybe we'll do one in here. Notice these are pretty opaque. They are called watercolors. They're not gouache, but they're very gouache-like. Now on some of these, I'm gonna put some buds on some of these, maybe over here, a bud, make it circular. And let's see, do another flower, half flower here, and you try to kind of vary the direction that they're going. Let me see. Okay, and now these that are at a good, they're still nice and watery, we're gonna put little centers on these so that the color runs. Let's see. And then maybe even a little bit on the bottom of the buds. Give it kind of a shadow. There we go. Oh, I'm liking those. Let's see. We'll go in with even a little more watery, a little bit lighter on the pink. Put one coming out there. And let's see. Maybe do a few more over here. That looks a little bit naked. We'll do a half one there, maybe one facing down there. Again, real, you know, you don't have to be, you want the suggestion of a flower, but it really doesn't have to be, you know, a perfect shape of a flower, because if you look, you know, on Pinterest at these beautiful pictures of these blossoms, they're kind of clumped together, and they're, but they're not, you know, the petals aren't perfectly shaped. Throw one in there. You know, they need to be looking like they're facing in different directions, like this one, this one. Let's see, I may do another one right here, coming off of there. And let's put the centers. I had done a few other practice ones of these, and they were very, I did them a little too dark. So I'm going back in with these lighter shades of pink. I had used this darker one, and it was just a little bit too jarring. This to me is a little more pleasing. And now this is what I'm talking about here. And it's starting to get this beautiful outline. And so I don't know why this paint does that, but I really like it. So it starts out as a very loose, kind of flowy flower, but if you see right here, and then as these dry, they get more of an outline. I just love it. And then the last color, this is basically like 4 colors. It's very simple, that I like to go in, you know, the spring green. is let's go in with just some touches of, I don't like the way that, touches of leaves. 1, 2, and again, you know, just kind of plunk them in where you think they would look good. Maybe one here, keeping it kind of open, you know, it's not a real filled in. Let's see, I like that. Put a little one here, a little one there, and one right here. I like that. Let's see. Kind of feel like it should come out here a bit. It's looking, not thrilled with the shape of that. So let's fill in some flowers right here. Maybe one that kind of goes in between here, and a little droplet. This one I must have missed. There we go. That's a little better. And I think I'll put a few more little, put some more vines going through here. It's a little bit stark there, and maybe there, and this can come off of here. Kind of got them going in both directions there. That's okay. Let's do a little bit, a few more flowers up here as well, because it's looking a little empty. And one right there. We'll come back in with, that's going to be real dark pink. You know what? Boop. Okay, let those kind of run into the other. And lastly, I think, did I miss one there? I want to have a little bit of color in there. Lastly, a lot of these have a beautiful kind of a yellowy, little yellow dots. Some of them they have a lot of little, I don't want to do them on the ones that are too wet, because although some of them, the green is kind of spread out in the middle there, but it doesn't hurt to go over a few of these with a little bit of yellowy green. Let's see. Yeah, I am liking the lighter pinks on those. The darker one just looked a little jarring to the eyes. Let's see. There. I think I'm gonna leave it. So this is your, of course I'm not gonna leave it. It needs maybe a little leaf right here, coming out here. It feels a little like it needs a little bit of greenery there. Maybe one here. All right. There, and a few coming out there. There we go. So now I am done. That is the Spring Blossom wreath. And like I said, take a look at this. If you have these paints, these are great. I will put a link below. I ordered them off of Amazon. I am an Amazon affiliate. I will get a small commission if you order it, but you will pay the same as if you don't go through the link. So however you find these paints, there will be a link below, but I'm just having a lot of fun with them. And I love, look at these outlines that are popping up. So even though it really started out as quite an abstract piece, and it's still abstract, it's not real refined, but I do love the hard edges that happens and the outline that happens with this particular color combination. So let me know in the link below, in the comments, if you tried it, if you liked it, and any feedback that you might have. Happy spring, and I'll talk to you later in the week.